Live from Los Angeles.
911, what is your emergency?
Here in Hollywood now.
2 counts of murder,
Injury and death.
Oh my God!
Shocking new details
that has stunned the entertainment world.
This makes me a little nervous.
The hair stood up on my arms.
Just like in the movies.
What do you call this thing anyway?
Death.
In entertainment.
Greetings, Deado Universe. How the heck are you? My name is Kyle Plouffe.
And I'm Jerry Aquino.
And I am Ben Kissel. Today's episode, oh my lord, can't wait to get into some blood and guts. Murder in plain sight.
Yes, we are recapping a whole series of events where parents committed family crimes and used the media to weaponize the grief.
That ain't right?
Oh, so like they're using the media to like be like, oh, feel bad for us. We're like a victim, even though they totally were the murderer.
Yes. And in hindsight, it's very apparent. We're going to watch a bunch of videos of the interviews and stuff like that.
Oh
so
my God, let's fucking
everybody buckle in and let's go to earlier this month.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I'm jumping right in.
They begged for help. They cried on camera. They told stories of kidnappers, strangers, and violent intruders. And the world believed them. But behind the tears was something darker. Parents who killed their children then used the media to hide their crimes. This is the story of parents who weaponized grief and the media that helped them do it.
Damn, the media's also complicit.
Yeah.
If it bleeds, it leads.
It does. So.
Oh, because they're just kind of like, because they're going after all these stories. They want the stories to be filled with emotion.
Yes.
Exactly. And they're like, with any luck, the parents did it. This is gold.
Yeah. So on the morning of August 14th, which is just literally 2 weeks ago, 2025, police received a desperate report in Yucaipa, California. It's about an hour and a half away from us, I think.
Yucaipa. All right. Don't call me that again.
A mother claimed her 7-month-old son had been snatched from her in a parking lot at the Big Five in Yucaipa.
Okay.
She told officers that she had been blindsided while changing him in the backseat of her car. A stranger walked up. She didn't know what he looked like. She didn't know who he was, but he said, "Hola."
Oh my God. So insinuating maybe someone of a different ethnicity.
Yeah.
Yes.
So pretty much what she said is, I was changing my diaper, his diaper in the backseat of the car, and then some guy whispered, "Hola," and I turned around after he punched me in the back of the head, which caused a black eye on the front of my head.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Jesus.
And then he took off with her baby.
That is so ridiculous. No Spanish person approaches anyone by saying hola.
Hola. No, that's what Peggy Hill says when she wants to be Spanish.
Exactly.
Hola. I don't think a kidnapper's taking a baby mid-change. I think once they see that, they're like, oh, God, that's right. I forgot. I was going to have to change it if I take it.
Yeah. Baby excrement? No, thank you.
No way.
The child's name was Emmanuel Haro. Television crews rushed to the scene. His parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, appeared in front of the cameras, tearfully begging for their baby's safe return. They described an ambush by a faceless Latino man.
Oh, my God. And they started the entire press conference with, "and scene."
Yeah. What's my motivation? Oh, not going to prison for the rest of my life?
Your child's dead. Yeah, that's right. You did it, but you don't want to go to prison for life. Let's go.
Yeah. They warned the community that there was a dangerous predator on the loose. So that's a thing that we're going to see a lot of the times, is that like, and it could happen to you too. So everybody be vigilant.
Everyone needs to be scared.
Look everywhere else except for right into the camera at me.
I am so scared. You should be scared too. I was the one that did it, but you should be scared.
But be scared. Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case.
You never know. There could be someone crazy like me running around.
So there's only, like I said, 2 weeks worth of news reports, and this is the first one. And we'll show it here for the viewers watching on YouTube.
It's just Mexican alert. Mexican on the street.
Yeah.
God.
7-month-old boy reported missing in Yucaipa. The boy's mother claiming he was taken from a Yucaipa parking lot.
Yeah, Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan just spoke to the family, and he is live in Yucaipa with the latest. Rob.
Well, not only is this family desperate to find out what happened out here, but so are detectives with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department who have returned to the scene where a 7-month-old baby boy was reportedly kidnapped right out of this Big 5 parking lot. Let's bring up his picture right now. This is 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, one of 5 children in this family from Cabazon, reportedly kidnapped last night in Yucaipa. Now, his mom told me that they were here last night at a nearby football stadium in Yucaipa with the other kids playing youth football, and she had to run down here to Big 5 to buy some equipment for her stepson, specifically a mouth guard. When she got...
You know what? There's always bullshit when they're like coming up with,
hyper specific
details. Yeah, I needed a mouth guard.
Right.
And then I did notice that he did need a change before I went in, which if it was just piss, people would just run in with their kid and get the mouth guard and get the hell out of there.
Also, with the mouth guard, you can't just buy it and put it right in. You got to boil it, and then you bite it, and it has to fit with your denture.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a whole process.
That's what you have to do. Oh, so you can mold it to yourself.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll hear from the mother here too.
To the parking lot, she says that's when she noticed her 7-month-old's diaper needed to be changed. So she says she got out of her truck, went around to the back, and laid him down on the seat to change his diaper when she was attacked from behind. Now, we did speak with her a short time ago about what she says happened here in this parking lot last night, right around sunset.
Now, people watching, I want you to look at her face. She is not making any eye contact. And the people listening, you're going to think that tears are streaming down her face. I want you to notice that there's something suspiciously absent from her actual body.
Ooh, let's see.
I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And hearing sound, I fell on the floor, and I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked around my truck, and I ran into Big 5, and I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy. He smiled. Mackenzie loved to kiss him.
And notice she said he was.
Interesting.
Right. Me and Kaylina watched this the first day it happened. We were like, this woman is full of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Right.
She's talking about him in the past tense, and it's a very common thing when parents are talking about their kids and they seem very upset. Oh my God, something happened, but there's no tears coming out of their eyes, but they're talking like they have snot bubbles.
And she left out the part where she was like, "Have you seen my son?" And they're like, "No." And then she's like, "What aisle are your mouth guards in?"
Right.
She did get the mouth guard. Very important to the story.
She said another child really liked kissing him.
Loved kissing him.
Loved kissing him. Like, you didn't like kissing him very much, did you?
Oh.
Yeah. And as you can notice, if you're looking at the video, the baby does appear to be disabled, which he was. And that is for reasons that we will discuss in a second.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought he looked a little disabled. She just looks plain stupid. And she's like there's no color in her face. You know, like when your face gets all red, like from like how much you're crying and how much you can't breathe. She's clearly huffing and puffing on purpose.
Right.
And it's not changing the color in her face at all.
Yeah. And it's very counterintuitive because you don't want to watch something like this and be like, you're fucking full of shit.
Right.
But all of the warning signs were there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think she rehearsed it? It seems like she kind of rehearsed like how would you react? You have to breathe. You have to be all panicky, but then it didn't really work. Not ready for prime time.
Not ready
definitely
at all.
not.
Yeah.
And not making eye contact with any of the reporters,
I mean, her eyes were straight up closed most of the time.
She was staring straight down at her shoes and didn't want even to be there. You could tell.
Yeah.
So vigils, while he was missing, they started springing up everywhere. Flyers with Emmanuel's photo were printed and distributed. Hashtags trended on social media. Strangers offered donations to help the family.
Also, you know what? I think we need to start looking at big flyer companies. How much money do they make with these missing children flyers? Every time a missing child goes, hey, honey, get in. Another busy Tuesday here in Uganda. Where is it?
Yucaipa?
Yeah.
Yucaipa.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think it's just like a printing company?
Could be.
It's another victory for Big Poster Board.
Big Poster Board. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah. We fight it every day. Unless they advertise on our show, in which case we love that company.
Right.
So news anchors repeated the story as fact. A baby was kidnapped, a mother was assaulted, and a family shattered. But behind the cameras, investigators were already troubled. And they didn't really let us know. The news was just presenting it, like I said, as fact. The whole time, investigators were like, there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
Security footage from the parking lot showed no such attacker. In fact, I believe, knew somehow that there was no camera directed at them. When they went and looked...
Oh, they were like, this is the perfect parking lot for this crime.
Yes, exactly. But the footage that they did have didn't show anyone like looking and being like, oh shit, what's going on over there? Because that could happen.
That's very true.
But yeah, no evidence of a carjacking, no man matching the description. Rebecca's injuries appeared superficial, inconsistent with her version of events. Like I said, she said she got attacked from behind and had a 1.5 black eyes.
Yeah, like how does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that even... I don't think that's possible.
No.
Is it?
If you get like a major blow to the back of your head, like this happened in the Karen Reed trial when John fell on the ground and cracked his head, you can get like raccoon eyes from that.
Okay.
But it was definitely clear she had been slapped or punched in the face.
Right.
Was there footage of her doing that to herself, like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar?
That was her husband?
Mark Wahlberg in Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timeline Jake and Rebecca gave shifted with, each interview they were giving. Within days, the entire story unraveled. Detectives determined Emmanuel had likely been killed days earlier.
Oh my God.
Wow.
The kidnapping was a cover-up, and the people pleading for his safe return were not victims at all. They were suspects.
Ooh.
What a stupid fucking cover-up.
So even at these vigils, they never showed up to any of the vigils because they fucking knew.
Wow.
And they even said that they would give money for his safe return, knowing that they would never have to pay it.
Right. Yeah. They didn't even, what terrible acting. They didn't even go to the visuals. They could have at least gone.
Right, exactly.
Could have been leading, like search squads for him.
There were people searching. They did not help in the search at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so plainly obvious.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to get into the psyche of them as a couple, because I guess they were like, we're together. Did it bring them together for a week?
We're in
Be
on
like,
this.
yeah, it's you and me. No one's going to find out. It's just fine. I don't know. I think they're going to find out. Be positive. I told you. Like, there's a bunch. Stay strong.
Yeah.
Just so bizarre, but also knowing, like, at some point, people are going to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely felt a kindred, they had a kindred experience because they even had to cover up before it came out that Jake Haro, the dad, had previously been arrested and served time for child endangerment and child cruelty for his first child who has cerebral palsy that was actually inflicted after they were born, which is very rare.
What?
Beat them so bad that they ended up getting cerebral palsy after they were born. They were born perfectly fine.
That's crazy.
And I know
Such a piece of shit.
There are so many people who want children and can't have them, and then these pieces of trash get them. It's just horrible.
Right. And people are like, oh, it must be hard, to raise disabled children, and it totally is, but they inflicted those injuries on the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
It's brutal. They could have just given them up for adoption and lived their fucking lives.
And he has 5 kids? The missing one is
He's got a couple.
He's got a couple of them. Okay.
Yeah. On August 17th, Jake and Rebecca Haro were arrested and charged with murder and filing a false police report.
It's always that second one where it's like, all right. I mean, I technically filed a false police report against my brother when I was growing up because he escaped and he ran out in front of me, and I was like, I was almost kidnapped, and then he got in trouble because he left me alone, even though no one wanted to kidnap my fat ass. It's always like murder, and also they kind of lied to us a little bit, and I don't like that part at all. So tack that on.
And on top of that, they tried to get one over me.
I don't think so.
Fucking, I got you, pal.
Yeah, the revelations were devastating. Not only had they killed their baby, but they had turned his death into theater. They constructed a story that preyed on fear, prejudice, and sympathy, assuming the cameras would shield them from suspicion.
And their whiteness.
Yeah.
Ola.
Well,
It says Ola.
Ola.
They're not. I believe she's white. Jake is not.
But no matter what, they were trying to play on the idea of a dangerous brown man
Latino.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to be stereotypical, but I think Latinos have their own children.
Oh my God.
I don't think they need to be.
We don't want any of your kids.
They are full.
Every time we look at each other, we pop another one out. We can't fucking stand any of them, but they're all here.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, we don't need any extra kids. There's no room.
Yeah. It's so brutal. Emmanuel endured almost his entire short life in danger. They said he was 7 months old, but they really found out he ended up being like 9 or 10 months old. So there was just weird lies that they were coming up with.
That's weird.
They went reverse, like super annoying parents, where it's like, my baby is 1 month and 4 days and 5 hours old.
Oh God!
They reversed it.
Every hour matters at that stage of development.
It kind of does, I guess.
It does. It's all actually true. It's just really annoying to hear constantly.
Right.
Yeah, Jake, like I said, he had a prior conviction for child abuse in 2018. He was convicted in 2023 when his daughter from a different relationship was left permanently disabled by severe injuries.
How was he out?
God.
Oh, so this is...
Come on now.
Who is this fucking guy?
He did avoid prison. He served probation instead, which is another reason why if this was taken care of in the first place and done the right way, he would have never been able to, A, have a manual, and B, take his life away from him.
Well, we're just going to give him probation because he didn't lie to us about it.
Yeah.
Well, he told the truth, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Buddy, you're going to be in a lot more trouble if you don't tell us the truth right now.
Oh, I love that when I watch my prison or when I watch the interrogation.
Yeah.
We're just here to help. Just tell us the truth. What's your story?
We can only help you if you're honest with us.
Yeah. Since then, Rebecca and they've both been separated and put into different holding cells and stuff like that. So they're being interviewed separately. And Jake actually has a lawyer from that previous case who's doing this pro bono for him.
Pro bono?
Because I think he's like, oh, I'll represent the worst of the worst and I'm going to get some free press out of it.
He was like, yeah, I hate babies.
Yeah, seriously.
Fuck it.
And so she doesn't have a lawyer. He does. And the lawyer said that he's doing that on purpose because if he represents them both, then they no longer have
immunity,
wedding immunity, maternal, whatever that immunity is, being married.
Yeah.
So they can just
spousal.
Spousal immunity.
Spousal immunity, like what? Like they can't testify against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't legally have to testify against your spouse. You can be like, no, I sucked that dick for too long. The law says I don't have to say anything about them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's so true.
And I guess you could always plead
it's the
fifth
least
as
you
well,
can do for all of the tea bags she got.
That would have saved this whole mess.
Right. Actually, it would have.
So what they did last week or the week before, they ended up combing through the entire apartment and their car, and they found blood all over the apartment, obviously.
No.
Yeah. God. And so when Jake went to jail, he ended up, they called it, it was a Perkins operation. So what a Perkins thing is like they send an informant into your cell and pretend like they're a cellmate, and they get you to talk.
Okay.
So he ended up telling that guy that he accidentally rolled over on the baby while he was sleeping and freaked out and threw him in the trash. He doesn't know where he is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Which is
what?
If it was a mistake, and it's like, I'm sorry, that happens. That there have been parents who don't get in trouble for that. It's as awful as it is, but to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna throw him in the dumpster now.
Just throw him out. He could be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
So to the person with the doing, I just think of Perkins, the restaurant, by the way, but it's a very Midwest thing, so I don't think you guys could get the reference.
Know what that is. No,
it's in Washington. I've been there.
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's a family diner.
Why do you have to say like it's family diner?
Because it's
that's why you wouldn't find yourself in there because you don't know family.
It's only in the Midwest.
Oh,
yeah, and you're not a Midwesterner,
right?
Does the person who is going to get and solicit the Perkins whatever statement, is he a criminal, or is that like an undercover cop going there for the week?
They said it could be either one of them, and the sheriff's office said they take no accountability for that investigation. So they're not a part of it. So I'm guessing it was like an actual informant that was in jail at the time. Yeah.
Because if he's confessing that kind of shit to another prisoner, they'll beat the shit out of him.
Yes.
Well, sometimes
they do not like abusers.
Sometimes cellmates will drop the dime and get this information out so that they can get less time.
Right. That's true too.
Yeah. So that's as far as we know right now. The updates are coming in as fast as they can, but there's really not much more than they ended up taking him out to the side of the highway in Yucaipa and say, where did you ditch his body? Because then he changed the story again, being like, okay, I did just throw him in the woods.
Oh my God.
So there was helicopter footage of him walking around in an orange jumpsuit, pointing to different places where the baby might be. But cadaver dogs didn't find anything, so they think he's still lying.
So he just wanted to get out of jail for the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little field trip.
Oh my God. So we don't even have a body yet.
We don't have a body yet, but we do have charges, and both of these people are fucked. There's blood in the house that they didn't clean up. They're just horrific people that immediately went to the news as quick as possible, and some people fell for it. Me and Kaylina, we watched it. There was no fucking way.
Immediately, like, no, that probably is not what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were smart to catch that was. I didn't catch that was.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
Oh,
Good
man.
job.
Yeah.
The detective.
Creepy, man.
Kyle Tola, the detective.
Detective Tola.
There it is.
Let's go.
Oh, so, I mean, as sad as this case is, this is not the first time it's happened. It won't be the last. We have quite the list here. This one starts in 1983 with a woman by the name of Diane Downs.
This is a little older.
Yes. On May 19th, 1983, a blood-splattered red Nissan Pulsar rolled into an emergency entrance of the Mackenzie Williamette Hospital in Springfield, Oregon. Behind the wheel was Diane Downs. Her left forearm would be wounded by gunfire. And that's not the last time this is going to happen. A lot of the people end up injuring them. Well, actually, it started with Emmanuel, too. She injured herself and then said it was somebody else.
Right.
So she was shot in the arm. Her 3 children sat beside her. 7-year-old Cheryl, fatally shot. 8-year-old Christy, critically wounded. And 3-year-old Danny, paralyzed by a bullet to the back.
Oh, my God.
What the hell happened?
Well, Diane's explanation of things was just awful. She told police that in the media that a bushy-haired stranger had flagged her down on a rural road.
Bushy-haired?
Yeah.
Like someone with a head full of pubes.
Curly hair, possibly making a racial reference without saying it.
Right. Of course. Gotcha. I was thinking Sasquatch, and then I was thinking curly-haired pube cryptid, but okay.
Yeah. When I heard bush, I just think of like pubes like on a head.
Makes sense. Got you.
Yeah.
So what she said is that she's driving down this rural road with, no lights. They're in the middle of the woods, and this guy waves her down, is like, get out of the car. And she said that she got out of the car with her 3 kids instead of driving around him. And was like, let's talk about this. What are we actually doing here?
Well, that's not a thing at all.
And he demanded her car. She was like, well, I can't give you my car. And then he's like, well, then you're all fucking dead. And he shot them all.
Sir, that's a Pulsar. I don't think I'm going to be giving you that car. You'll have to kill my children instead. Thank you.
Seriously. What the fuck?
Also, it's the 80s. We learned from the 70s already. It's the 80s. You don't stop for anybody.
Hell no. That's a good point. Yeah, there was a lot of serial killers out there already doing their thing, and people were on high alert. At this point.
No picking up hitchhikers.
Shit.
Can't do it.
Definitely not going out of the car and leaving your kids in and negotiating the release of your vehicle to this person.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, how did you get out here? Where is your car?
It's true.
What's going on?
How long did it take you to get here? We've been driving for like an hour.
I ran for 45 miles in the wrong direction. Can you believe that?
Weird.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Local news crews swarmed the hospital. Headlines called it Mother Ambushed, Children Shot by Stranger.
Wow.
It's not just a clever headline. It's exactly what we think
That's
happened.
literally exactly what it is.
Yeah, well, it's children shot by someone that's definitely not a stranger.
Yeah.
Also, good news. The Pulsar, unharmed.
Well, thank God for that.
Thank God.
Reporters framed Diane's appearance, holding her wounded arm, voice shaky, hair immaculate, as the image of a woman who had survived unspeakable tragedy.
I mean,
hair immaculate? Why did they have to... She was shaken, but her eyebrows were completely done.
Just last question. Where'd you get your nails done?
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Looks great.
Honestly, and throughout everything that I just went through, not one lash fell off. These aren't even mine. They're falsies.
Yeah. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe I'm a murderer.
Maybe. Yeah.
But again, as the hours passed, investigators grew unsettled. Diane's composure seemed rehearsed and just way too calm. Her mannerisms, late smiles, odd laughter.
Oh, God, I want to see it. Do we have it?
We sure do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always when they have a weird laugh. It's my favorite. It's
the mask comes off for a second.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's like It's like the little slip goes a long way.
Right.
Reporters who covered her interviews described how she talked a lot, quote, as if she thought if she kept talking, you would believe her.
Oh, yeah.
That's like everyone in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've done that. Yeah. I'm not in LA. I feel like I've done that when I was like a kid. Like in high school. And you're like nervous. Maybe like you're giving like some kind of a stupid speech in school that you didn't prepare for. You didn't do your homework. And you're like, I'm just going to keep talking in circles. Maybe they're going to believe that I'm actually fucking saying something.
Yep.
And no one actually buys it. They're just like, let's see how long she stays up there for.
Yeah. This is actually kind of fun. Let her cook.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, even though little Christy, lying there in a hospital bed, couldn't speak, the nurses noted that every time Diane Downs came into the room, her vitals spiked, went off the chart.
Insane.
When she would sense her mother was in the room.
Her mother.
The children were never back in Diane's custody. The state of Oregon removed them and they were placed in foster care.
This is an Eyewitness News special report. In her own words, Elizabeth Diane Downs.
Good evening. I'm Ann Bradley.
When we got to talk to her, they said she could bring her lawyer to the interview that we wanted to do. She showed up by herself, and I said, gotcha.
Oh.
The Ann Jager interview really helped Diane Downs dig around.
Yeah, it's never good when they're like, can we just talk to you about this one thing that happened? You're like, can I bring my lawyer?
Yep.
They're like, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Brave.
When this man shot my daughter, my first reaction was to snap back to my childhood, to the pain that had happened to me back then, my marriage, my entrapment by society. This man was bigger than me. He was
entrapment by
he had
society.
more power because he had a gun. And I stood there and I looked at Christy reaching, and the blood that just kept gushing out of her mouth.
She's laughing.
Smiling.
What do you do?
She used the word I or me so many times in that interview, you'd never know her 3 children have been shot.
Right.
Everybody says you sure were lucky. Well, I don't feel very lucky. I couldn't tie my damn shoes for about 2 months. It is very painful.
God.
It is still painful. The scar is going to be there forever. I'm going to remember that night for the rest of my life, whether I want to or not. I don't think I was very lucky. I think my kids were lucky. If I had been shot the way they were, we all would have died.
Her kids are lucky?
What?
A child is dead. 2 children are grievously hurt. And the kids are lucky? It's extraordinary.
She could work things out in her mind so that they work for her. She wrapped so many layers of lies around her that she didn't know herself anymore what was the truth.
The more she talked, the better. Diane Downs had a penchant for wanting the publicity to talk, and the more she did so, the tighter the noose around her neck became.
Thank God.
I will say in that first interview, she kind of looks like Princess Diana.
Yes.
Like a really like ugly version.
Like a child murderer version of Princess Diana.
Dude, that is so crazy. She was literally sitting there being like, not usually when parents lose a child, it's like such a profound pain. And like they're always talking about like, oh, you don't want to know the pain of losing a child. This is not, a parent doesn't want to outlive their children.
Right.
This is the worst fucking thing that could happen. She was like, are you kidding? Look at the scar I got on my elbow. This scar is not going to go away for months. Ow. Nowhere, nothing about the kids.
Right. I couldn't tie my shoe for 2 whole months.
Could you believe it?
I had to wear Velcro. And do you fucking have any idea how embarrassing Velcro is?
Right.
I'm an adult woman. I'm trying to get laid out here in the streets.
Well, women still could get laid with Velcro shoes on.
Oh, of course. You could also wear heels.
Ooh, Velcro tank tops.
Yeah, why not?
Just got an idea.
I love that.
So the evidence deepened the suspicion. There were no footprints at the scene, no gun found.
My God.
And forensic experts found no spatter pattern consistent with her story. Although Diane initially denied owning a .22 caliber handgun, relatives, her whole family was like, she's got a fucking .22, that scumbag.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which good.
She had purchased one in Arizona, and spent cartridges from a weapon with similar extractor marks were later found in her home.
All right, there you go.
4 days later, authorities discovered Diane's secret diaries. And this is the most fucking annoying part, because the reason she did this was for a man.
Of course.
Oh my
She was dating a guy who didn't like kids.
Oh my God. I think I have heard of this story.
And she's like, oh, I can kill him for you.
Right.
Well, that'd just be fantastic. I've always wanted to marry a triple murderer. It'd be great.
Yeah, if you could just get rid of that offspring.
They revealed obsession with a married co-worker, Robert Knickerbocker, who had made clear he didn't want children. Prosecutors argued Diane viewed her children as impediments.
My God. You know, they're already alive is something I would tell him.
Yeah, I'd be like, there's really nothing I can do.
I already had them. They're like at the house.
Yeah,
like
why
what
are
am I gonna? I don't know. What you want to hang out?
I would just say the deal's off and let's continue to do anal at lunch, but we can't move on past that.
We can't start. Yeah, really bothered by this whole "my kids actually exist" thing.
Right.
That's like the one thing you can't complain about when you start dating a parent.
Right.
They already have the kid. It's either you just don't date parents,
right,
or you don't go up to the parent and be like, "Listen, I kind of like you, but if you could shave off some of those kids, I think I could really make this work."
Yep, kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah. One of her children, Christy, the only survivor able to speak after months of therapy, took to the stand. When asked who shot her, she simply said, "My mom."
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was she paralyzed or was she able to recover fully?
She was able to recover fully.
Thank God.
Danny
That's
was the one
amazing.
that was paralyzed, yeah.
It'll give you some mommy issues, a little bit of trauma.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Can't even look at a Nissan again.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. So how did she get the gun? She shot herself in the...
Just in the arm. She just, boom, close range.
God, that's another level of psychotic,
That is
though.
also fucking crazy. Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, because it sounds like, oh, you just shot yourself in the arm, but you're risking hitting one of the arteries in your arm. If you shoot yourself in the leg, you're risking,
Yeah.
one of the arteries. They're everywhere.
You know how easy it is to wake up and like not do any of that? Every day I wake up and I'm just like, not going to shoot myself in the arm today, not kill 3 kids.
Yeah.
It really takes a lot. She's very extra. I'm going to say she's extra.
So much
Dare
work.
I say
Yeah.
extra.
The other gal was just like, he said Ola, and this bitch is like, shot myself in the fucking arm.
Yeah, seriously.
So, anyway.
Yeah. This is a lot of I feel like she's like literally a psychopath.
Yep.
There's a lot of
definitely.
things wrong because there's this like human condition to like want to protect yourself and like go against the instinct of like
Right.
killing yourself, and like people that are said to like actually like go through with these kinds of things, it's like there's seriously something wrong in the wiring of their brain.
Yeah. Also, when she smiled, when she was like, and then my daughter gurgled
blood
up
was
blood,
gushing
and then she was like,
everywhere.
it's kind of lol.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of the raffle moments.
She
but
did. She was like gushing blood. It was everywhere.
So
It was weird.
gross.
That was a really weird.
I wonder if she went back to the guy and being like, so we can do it. And he's like, wait, what? You know I'm fucking married, right? Number
Right.
one.
I just said that because I thought it would make you go away. I didn't think you'd actually go kill your fucking kids.
Yeah. It'd be the best if he was okay with that, but he's like, I don't date women with like bullet scars.
I'm sorry. You can't tie your shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my deal breaker.
Embarrassing.
Sorry.
Arm scars kind of a turn off.
Gross.
Kind of my ick.
With that single statement from her daughter, Diane's narrative unraveled.
Mm-hmm.
In June 1984, she was convicted, thank God, of murder, attempted murder, and criminal assault and sentenced to life plus 50 years.
Where exactly did she shoot her kids?
That was in Oregon, I believe.
No, I'm saying like where like in their bodies. Like
Oh.
did she do it? She like she took them outside of the car and then like
No, she shot him in the car.
She
Yeah.
shot him in the car.
In their bodies, one of them in the head. Yeah.
God, Jesus, what an idiot.
Yeah, an idiot indeed.
Yeah. In a bizarre twist, Diane arrived at trial pregnant, claiming, I got pregnant because I miss my kids. Children are so easy to conceive.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's
Who
so
got okay?
weird.
This is like okay. It's a bit of a double standard. I'm just gonna say, who the fuck got her pregnant?
Yeah,
who
seriously.
banged her to the point where she became pregnant once again?
I don't know.
Knickerbocker, man.
He did it.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Maybe
that guy is in way over his head. He has no idea. Hopefully.
So gross. Hopefully it was just, like some like one tooth like gas station attendant.
Yeah.
Like, well, I just, take what I can get.
Sure. That's fine. I can put a baby in there. No problem there. You want to fill it up on both the tank and your vagina. Okay,
Yep, there
fantastic.
it
$20 for both.
A twofer.
Twofer.
We call that here a twofer.
Yeah, so Downs' 2 surviving children eventually went to live with the lead prosecutor on her case, Fred Hughey. He and his wife Joanne adopted them in 1986. So that is pretty fucking crazy. The guy who's putting you in prison is like, I'll take your fucking kids, you piece of shit.
Wow, interesting.
Holy shit, for real?
Yeah.
Well,
what the fuck?
hopefully they had a good. I mean, hopefully they were. Well, whatever.
I mean,
hopefully
how did
they
that
were-
family
okay.
end up? How did that family even stay together? It's like with some lady killed her kids. Why? Oh, because you said you didn't want kids with her?
Yeah.
What? And she stayed with him. And then on top of that, they're like, you know what? Let's rescue these kids. These kids seem like they need a better life.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, they definitely do. Like that woman was a psychopath.
Yeah. So Downs became pregnant with a 6th child, gave birth to a girl whom she named Amy Elizabeth a month after her 1984 trial. 10 days before Downs' sentencing, Amy was seized by the state of Oregon. Good. and adopted by Chris and Jackie Babcock, who subsequently renamed her Rebecca Babcock.
All right.
Wow.
As an adult, Rebecca appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show in ABC's 2020, where she discussed how she felt about her biological mother, which I'm sure is not great.
Probably not great.
Oh, do we
Probably.
have that clip?
I think it would just be like it wasn't fun. I didn't like her. She was real mean. She shot all my siblings. She tried to kill me.
Right.
We do have a clip here.
That was probably my least favorite part. Was
favorite.
the getting shot.
I agree.
Just as Diane Downs begins her new life behind bars for shooting her 3 children, she brings new life into the world. A baby girl, the child of a monster. Only 100 miles but a world away from the legacy of her birth mother, she grows up in this house in Bend, Oregon, a childhood straight out of a Norman Rockwell painting. For 26 years, few knew what happened to the missing child of Diane Downs until now. This is Becky Babcock.
We were always hiking, biking, traveling. It was very family-oriented as we were growing up. I was taught right from wrong.
Did you always know you were adopted?
Yes.
What did your mom and dad tell you?
I was about 8 years old when I started probing my mother for information.
I told her that her mom was in jail. I didn't give her any details as to why. That's too much for an 8-year-old to take on.
Yeah.
From the moment her new parents brought her home, they were determined to keep her identity a secret. But when Becky was still in preschool, the unthinkable. A phone call from authorities with shocking news. Diane Downs had escaped.
It's not easy to escape from prison. It is not easy to escape from prison. They had a huge fence. They had razor wire all around it.
Wearing several layers of clothing to avoid being cut, Downs scaled a 16-foot fence with barbed wire, jumped, and kept running.
Jeez.
It was a daring escape. With a child killer on the loose, an all-points bulletin is issued across Oregon.
That had to be a scary thing for you and your family.
It was definitely a little scary. And
Were you afraid she would come back with a baby?
We didn't know. The precautions that we took were to let people know that we're coming in contact with Becky, her daycare person, her babysitter.
So you were forced to share that?
For Becky's own safety, yes.
Diane Downs had vowed for years that she would get her children back. But when police find her after a 10-day manhunt, she's in a small apartment less than 1 mile away from the prison, living with yet another married man.
Oh my God! Women have no problem getting laid.
She likes what she likes. That's so true.
I have a type. It's like Michael Myers.
Yeah, seriously.
It literally, that's the boogeyman. That's so scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about the other? Well, I guess she has one surviving child from the 3.
Yes. And then she had 2 others that weren't there, and then the 6th one was born.
What about the surviving one?
The prison one?
That was the prison one, Becky.
No. That wasn't the one. Like the one that she shot in the car.
Oh, there's 2 that survived in the car.
There's 2 that survived in the car. And
Yeah.
where are they?
Danny is paralyzed, still alive, and the other girl, Christy, she was the one that took the stand. She has a family of her own. And they actually recently talked to her because Diane was up for parole, denied again.
Good.
Yeah, probably.
They deliberated for 30 minutes, though, which is a little too long, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, that's way too long.
Just let her say her piece, and then just be like, no.
Right.
Immediately.
So brutal. She's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just another testament to like how fucking crazy she is. She shot herself in the arm. She's willing to like scale fucking long ass like barbed wire walls.
Yeah.
She is
super criminal.
She's like feral.
Yeah, she really is.
Yeah.
Her daughter, Christy, that survived, like I said, has raised her own family. They asked if she sees a part of her mother in herself, and she responded, nature is not going to win over nurture.
Thank God. Also, can you not ask that, please?
Yeah, I know it's a little much.
Do you feel like you have a little murder in your bloodline?
Yeah, you think you're going to kill your kids someday for a man?
We're just going to put this gun right here in front of you. Do you feel like you want to pick it up and shoot anybody?
Do you want to lease a Nissan right now?
Go with what you feel. Just go with what you feel.
What do you think about pulsars?
Good God.
Jeez, yeah, some of the reporter questions are so fucking brutal.
I know.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's why we had that one clip with Nancy Grace. She's like, hit or miss, right? And when she
really
misses, it's very bad.
It's real
really bad because she plays it so over the top.
Yeah, and then she accuses people of doing the worst things ever.
Yeah.
But sometimes she's right.
Sometimes she does a lot of good work, but when she misses, it's bad.
Yeah, I met her at CrimeCon once. It was very funny because from bottom down, she was wearing Uggs and sweatpants, and then she had this really nice blouse and she was doing a bunch of interviews, and she's like, "Waist up, you'll film me from the waist up," and then she's like 4'11". She's like this tiny little It's very funny.
That is fun.
Maybe a little taller. But.
And now we're getting in the car, not a Nissan Pulsar.
Oh, okay.
Whatever car is not that. And we're going to Boston.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Boston.
On the night of October 23rd, 1989, Boston police received a frantic 911 call. A man's voice, strained with panic, said he and his pregnant wife had just been attacked. The caller was Charles Stuart, a 29-year-old fur store manager from Reading, Massachusetts. When officers arrived, they found Stuart lying on the pavement with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Risky move.
Yeah, very much so.
In the driver's seat of the couple's Toyota Camry was his wife, Carol, 7 months pregnant, shot once in the head. Carol was rushed to Brigham and Women's Hospital, where doctors performed an emergency C-section. Their baby boy, Christopher, was delivered alive but severely premature.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, baby.
He clung to life for 17 days before succumbing to complications.
Aww.
Yeah.
Carol never regained consciousness and was pronounced dead hours later.
Oh, so she didn't die right away.
No.
That is insane.
That's the craziest thing when people survive head trauma.
Yeah.
Like, there's that one footage. They're at one photo of the dude with like half a brain because you can like live with not all your brain.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've seen like war footage where a guy gets shot in the head and he's just touching his brain. Like that he thought like his head was itchy or something.
It makes me think of that Ray Liotta scene. Was it from Hannibal?
Oh.
He's just like eating his brain. And he's still awake. He's like, what's going on up there?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Well, I do know a bunch of half-brain wits walking around this town. So
That's a fucking fact.
Sense.
They do quite well.
Yeah.
It's really better to be that way.
You really don't need your brain.
Charles, despite his injury, survived. So he's the only survivor in this predicament. From his hospital bed, he told police a harrowing story. A black man in a tracksuit had forced his way.
Unless it's an actual black man in a tracksuit, I'm going to say, just say Polish man.
Yeah.
Just one time, be like an Italian guy came over. Just at some point, make up a different race that is
because at this point,
equally
everyone's going to
dangerous.
think, everyone's just going to constantly, even if you're telling a lie, that's a bad lie at this point.
Right.
Everyone knows they're going to go straight for a person of color.
Go German. Go German with it.
Someone, Albanian guy.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that works.
A black man in a tracksuit had forced his way into their car after a childbirth class. So he was, going and making sure he was doing the right thing. They were getting educated on how to have a child. But this random black man robbed them at gunpoint and opened fire. The story hit Boston like a thunderclap. Local TV stations broke into programming with urgent updates. Newspapers rolled out extra editions. Anchors warned that a violent criminal was on the loose, a predator who had ambushed a young couple in one of the city's working-class neighborhoods. And again, they're just blaming it all on minorities every single time.
Some poor black dude just walking home from the bar just gets hassled that night. He's like, what the fuck is happening?
Many black people were accosted because of this.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So this is like the era in Boston where people say it now and it's fucking old hat, it's hack. Boston's racist. It's like at this point, and this is one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
The suspect's description, a black man in his 20s wearing a tracksuit, set the tone. Police stormed the Mission Hill neighborhood. Black men were stopped, searched, and questioned. Apartment doors were kicked in. Dozens were lined up and interrogated. People were beaten. For Boston's black community, already accustomed to police hostility, it was an all-out siege.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
all they needed was a fucking reason to go ham.
Right.
Yeah. Soon, the news and detectives announced they had their killer. Willie Bennett, a 39-year-old black man with a record. Charles Stuart had picked him out of a photo lineup. So that's nice. When you're the actual killer, you get to point one out like, that's the guy.
Who would I like to see the least free?
Yeah,
okay,
seriously.
We'll go with that guy.
Yeah. Bennett's face was splashed across front pages, his name repeated on the nightly news.
I hate that. At some point we should do a program about innocent people But innocent people, wrong, because that poor guy, whatever his track record might be, whatever it is, he didn't do this.
He didn't do that.
And to be considered a devil like that, and everyone's telling you that, and you're just like, I didn't do it. Everyone's like, okay, this sounds like something someone who did it would say.
Oh my God.
It's just, what a nightmare for that guy.
What a nightmare. You steal a couple of tires off a couple of fucking cars, and all of a sudden I'm a murderer?
Exactly.
No, what the fuck? I'm a robber.
I'm in the recycling business, you fuck.
Seriously.
I'm a reseller on eBay.
Exactly.
Please.
The city accepted the grieving husband's word as gospel. Charles, meanwhile, became the face of a tragedy. Photographs showed him pale and gaunt in his hospital bed, clutching his abdomen, his eyes hollow with loss. On camera, he said little, but his silence carried weight. He looked like a man destroyed, robbed of his wife and child in one senseless act of violence.
No, I think he just looks like he got shot.
Yeah, that's people.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, both.
Yeah, my stomach hurts. The trajectory of Charles' wound didn't line up with his story. The shooting scene itself was strangely clean, and some officers noted that while he looked pale, his grief seemed measured.
Right. Mm-hmm. So his grief, he was such a bad actor that it offset the racism of the cops.
Yes.
Like
that's crazy to override in Boston in the 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then, in January 1990, the facade cracked wide open. Charles's younger brother, Matthew, walked into a police station and confessed. He said Charles had planned Carol's murder, that he wanted life insurance money and an escape from what he saw as the burdens of fatherhood.
Wow.
Yeah, well, welcome to prison for life, pal.
Or would he be?
Oh, no.
Charles had shot Carol himself in the head and inflicted a non-fatal wound on his own stomach to sell the story. Matthew admitted that he had helped Charles dispose of the gun and other evidence. What a fucking bag of shit that dude is, too.
Right.
Yep.
The confession detonated like a bomb. The grieving widower was suddenly a murderer. The random street crime was exposed as a hoax, and the black man Charles had blamed, Willie Bennett, was innocent.
Mm-hmm.
The fallout was immediate and ugly. For months, black men in Boston had been harassed, searched, and vilified. Entire neighborhoods had been treated as guilty because one white man said so.
Yep.
And the media had gone unquestioningly along with him, amplifying his lies in a city with a long, raw history of racial tension.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why he played on it.
Yeah, exactly, because you're going from the 60s and 70s. There was like forced busing from, black communities into the white communities. They clashed. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, this is an easy one.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But before police could arrest him, Charles drove to the Tobin Bridge on January 4th, 1990. He abandoned his car mid-span, climbed the railing, and jumped into the Mystic River.
Wow.
Oh, is that what that movie was about?
It's about some things, yeah. But yeah, that specific river.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. His body was recovered hours later. He was dead.
Oh, what a bitch.
So he took the bitch way out.
Oh my God, that's annoying. And he caused so much fucking trouble.
Yeah.
It is, at least hopefully he had some thoughts when he was falling, being like, wow, good job. Like, what a waste of a life.
Yeah, no, seriously. If you should have done that first if you wanted to escape the burdens of fatherhood.
That's one way to do it.
Fucking moron.
Pulling out is escaping the burdens of fatherhood.
It's really a great idea.
Really, all you have to do is pull it on out.
Also, just get a divorce. Yeah. You could just be a deadbeat father. It's Boston.
Yeah.
It's just called dad.
So true.
The case was officially closed. The case was officially closed in January of 1990, but the damage clearly remained. In the years that followed, Boston struggled to confront the scars of the Stuart hoax. Residents of Mission Hill never forgot the way the police swarmed their homes, or the way neighbors were treated as suspects because they were black.
Right.
Journalists had to come out and admit that they had failed in their duty, choosing sensationalism over skepticism.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first nor the last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the city's reputation for racial bias deepened, and this is absolutely one of the main reasons why.
Did the fellow who was accused get any money?
So here's an update on him. Decades later, in 2023, Mayor Michelle Wu issued a formal apology to Willie Bennett and to Alan Swanson, another black man that was wrongly accused and vilified during the frenzy.
Do I get any money?
It was unjust, unfair, racist, and wrong.
Formally.
It's a formal
apology.
I appreciate the formal apology 35 years later.
Yeah.
They received a small monetary settlement of $12,500.
Oh, what a crock of shit.
Especially in 2023 money.
Oh my
Well, they got the
God.
settlement in 95.
95, okay.
They got an apology from the mayor in 2023.
Oh, thank you,
Oh, you're sorry? Oh, you're sorry for all the racism that you guys subsequently caused for decades afterwards and a mess that we still can't get ourselves out of?
I think $12,000 is actually an offensively. I would rather have no money.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? You can
Yeah.
keep your 12 grand.
Yeah, seriously. Well, shit. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Don't like him whatsoever.
Hopefully his brother got time.
I believe he escaped time because he came forward.
Because he snooched?
Yeah.
Little snoocher doochel?
Yeah. Well, that, brings us to almost modern day Colorado. In 2018, this spans a long time, but people are still following the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
On August 13th, 2018, Frederick, Colorado police were called to a 2-story home. Inside, they found unsettling signs. Shannon Watts' purse, phone, and medications were still there.
Oh.
Her SUV was parked in the garage. Yet Shannon, 15 weeks pregnant, and her daughters Bella and Celeste were gone. The call had come from her friend, Nicole Atkinson, who had dropped her home from a business trip just hours earlier. When Shannon had missed a doctor's appointment and stopped returning texts, Nicole sounded the alarm. She knew something wasn't right.
And Nicole was a neighbor, right?
Or just a friend?
Just a friend,
Just
yeah.
a friend. Okay.
Yeah. There is a neighbor that comes in very clutch
Yes.
in this story, and they are fucking amazing. Chris Watts, of course, is who we're talking about, Shannon's husband.
I hate this guy.
He arrived home during the welfare check.
Just imagine if I just said I love this guy. I love this guy.
Oh, this fucking guy's this man.
This guy's really kind of cool.
This hero.
Mhm.
Yeah. Chris had arrived home during the welfare check. He was cooperative, polite, and helpful as officers looked through the house. He opened doors, answered questions, and explained details about the couple's routines. To police and the cameras already rolling outside, he seemed, oddly calm.
I actually think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah?
In comparison to with other people who were obviously lying after they committed a heinous crime.
Yeah.
His first initial conversations, he was like, all right, I'm sticking to the script. And then once it came down to like improvising and as time went on, it obviously fell apart. But at first I was like, well, I don't know.
But he was another one where he was on his front porch and he's like, just come home, please, guys. I don't know where you are, but just come home. But there was no active fear and actual tears.
There's never been any real expression on that guy's face.
But I will say this: he a man.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't know.
harder
They
for men
don't
to
process
cry.
anything
Oh,
right.
yeah.
They're all stupid. We're all
True.
bricks and shit.
It is very true that sometimes people just grieve differently or have their sense of loss, sense of shock, and express that differently.
Yes, absolutely.
But there's I think people are intuitive enough that they can tell when there's just absence of emotion there.
Right.
And not just I'm covering up and don't know how to express this fucking terrible feeling that I'm feeling. It's no, it's not there.
I watch my interrogation videos, and I think I can do a pretty good job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, no, you're such a dead giveaway whenever you feel emotions.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Then you just get up and you start walking around in a circle.
No, I don't. This is an indictment. That's an indictment.
Well, okay, then.
Your Honor, I would like to say that it's an indictment.
Everything's fine.
My hair is pristine. All right.
He's laughing.
I was like, what do you mean?
True. Yeah.
No, I don't do that. I don't care.
Starts pacing a lot. And then he says, I don't care.
I don't care. Everything's fine.
Care.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I know. It's great.
I need to exercise. Let me get my steps in.
But that's good. That's you're a human. We can tell this is a person that's trying to not show emotion, but is clearly showing emotion.
Yeah.
Then there's people that are this person, can we say that they're trying to? Nope, there's nothing there.
No, if I murdered my whole family, I would not be able to be oh, I didn't do it. I would be yo, look what I did. yo.
Check it out.
And I'd be they sucked, right? And try to get everyone on my side. But,
right.
In that case, I would be wrong.
My kids and wife are plotting against me.
Yeah, they stunk, and now I'm free.
Pretty sure they worked for the CIA. They were plotting against me the entire time.
I mean, I might be able to get some really fringe media to support me.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
So he goes on his front porch and he says, Shannon, Bella, Celeste, if you're out there, just come back. The house isn't the same without you.
The house isn't the same.
Finally quiet.
Now I feel like I have to defend him. He's like, no, but the house really wouldn't be the same, would it? It would be different. Oh, no.
I like how you're defending him.
I'm not.
If he was innocent.
If he was innocent, everything that he says kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said his delivery was steady, his arms crossed tightly across his chest. He mentioned how empty the house felt, how worried he was. For viewers at home, the words were a script of a grieving husband. For detectives, something about his demeanor was off.
Dead in the eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Within hours, investigators turned to a neighbor, Nate Trinistich, who lived next door and had security cameras pointed in the Watts driveway. Thank God.
Oh.
Also, it's like, can you not point your fucking cameras in my driveway, please?
Yeah.
Well,
I am not defending this guy.
Yeah,
and I am sick of the accusation.
Yeah.
And I would say, if I was him, I'd be like, well, why was my neighbor filming my fucking yard? Okay, because HOA. HOA.
Right.
It is legal, though.
Is it?
I have a friend who has a house in a neighborhood close by, and he was upset that his neighbors had their camera pointed at his backyard constantly, and he talked to his lawyer about it, and the lawyer said it's all good. The camera's on his lawn, so like
even if it goes onto your property.
Yeah, it's within the scope of view.
Oh wow!
So-
well, what if the window to the bathroom shower is also in the scope of view?
Yeah, well then we're getting into voyeur territory.
Exactly.
Just because there's a piece of glass there, I guess. I don't know.
Well, totally different. But somebody did get in trouble for shooting at a drone that was watching his young daughter in the backyard, and the guy got arrested for destruction of property.
That's bullshit.
So fucking.
No, your property lines go straight up through the fucking stratosphere.
But I guess in this case, it's good that the person had their camera on.
Right.
the drone.
Yeah, like my neighbor has a camera set up that like pretty much
Yes.
has like my door in complete vision. Which
Well,
I'm
that's also
like,
now
what-
your camera.
What? Yeah, and I'm just like, great. Yeah, no, please notify me whenever someone weird looks like they're going up to my door. Yeah.
That's
great.
like the old safe way to know if you don't have an STD, where if you have sex with everybody and then they don't have an STD, you say, I don't have an STD either because I had sex with them and they didn't have an STD and now I don't have one either.
Dude, what?
It's just a way to do it.
It's a more precise way of testing.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you would have it if they had it.
But it would take a while.
Just move on.
Just go on.
In Nate's living room, police reviewed the footage with Chris watching just a few feet away. The video showed Chris backing his work truck into and out of the garage before dawn and making repeated trips between the house and the truck.
Okay, officers, I know this isn't really a word yet, but cringe. It is awkward because, that's me, yeah.
So we're going to show the footage here for the people.
Yeah, let's fucking see it.
For the people at home. Yeah, so Nate is going on his TV right now. And Chris is on his cell phone, hoping to God that his camera is fucked up.
Pumping unit rubbers today. That's why I was out so far.
Is this on continually recording?
Yep. Well,
It's not. Is it motion or is it? Okay.
Yep.
Motion.
Damn Skippy.
Chris is like, oh, God.
But I get cars driving from this street, And this is him at 517.
So this is the neighbor speaking?
I usually park out there on the side. I just want to get everything back in. Be easier to lug everything out there, all the tools that I had to
That's Chris explaining why his truck is moving in the middle of the night. Oh, his hands are on his head.
Oh,
he's so
stressed.
fucked. He's so
stressed.
fucked.
Oh, wow. He's got to go with the Urkel defense. Did I?
Dude,
Dude, the hands are so incriminating
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
literally like, okay, you can cuff me. I'm actually ready.
Yeah, he's literally getting into position to be handcuffed.
Is he carrying the children out at this point?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's
Watching,
in like bags.
that's got to be such a weird trip.
I believe he put them in plastic bins.
Wow.
My detective just showed up, so he'll probably want to talk to you. He'd probably, like I said, he might have you call at the bank and see if there's any kind of activity.
Because if there was any sort of action out
On
there,
his cameras,
I would have got it.
Like
Right.
we had issues the other week when people were stealing stuff out of like garages and stuff like that.
Oh.
Oh,
Always.
trying to cover up.
Yeah.
Just say the race of somebody.
I could see where someone tried to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver over there, and it was just like.
But if any action would have happened, any cars or anything left your house, I would
Yeah,
have
if it
got
would
it.
have been like right in that area, they should have picked. I mean,
Oh, it'll pick up anything coming down the street.
Oh, he's like, oh shit, like anything.
I love how the neighbor is catching him on everything he's saying.
Well, because he's like, don't worry, we're going to get this guy.
Right. The neighbor wants to believe he's innocent, right?
Yes.
No one wants to
but
be
there's a
neighbors.
twist after Chris leaves. Oh, fuck, I thought this had it. So right after that, Chris ends up leaving, and the neighbor goes, he's acting real weird, man.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't trust him. I think he's up to something. And so they really start going after Chris and investigating where he was, what he was doing, what he was searching.
Wow.
So Nate quietly tells the officer he never parks like that. He's not acting right. On the officer's body cam, Chris can be seen shifting, fidgeting, and staring at the screen before abruptly excusing himself. So right after that, he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta go and like fix some shit right now.
Yeah, time to get my affairs in order.
Just cut to him taking a shit like Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber.
Toilet's broken.
Sorry, guys, toilet's broken. That's the biggest crime of all.
Yeah, as the investigation intensified, so did the scrutiny. Detectives soon learned that Chris was having an affair with a coworker.
Oh, that's right.
A fact he initially denied, and I think she might be involved with all this shit.
She
was like, I can't date you unless you don't have kids.
I think that she was quite overwhelmed. Because I think they probably jokingly was like, imagine if I don't have kids. Imagine if I didn't have a wife. And
Wouldn't it be funny?
Wouldn't it be fun? And I think it all kind of hit her like a ton of bricks. Being like, oh, I didn't ever. And no one ever thinks that's going to happen.
Yeah, no one actually thinks that's going to happen.
It's a weird fantasy, but obviously they wanted to be together.
Yeah.
2 days after that body cam footage was recorded, police asked him to take a polygraph test. He agreed, and he failed.
Duh.
Which I don't understand why they even still use polygraphs, because, I mean, they're just using it as a way to make the guy nervous.
Yeah, it's just a psychological trick.
Because they are not allowed as evidence in court trials.
But they are allowed in civil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
How you know that?
I just happen to know that.
In the interrogation room,
the level of innocence and guilt is much less. That's why oftentimes, like OJ, for example, was found guilty civilly.
Yes.
For the murders, but not criminally.
But he hid his money so well in different accounts that he never had to pay.
Insane.
Yeah.
In the interrogation room afterward, confronted by detectives and given a moment alone with his father, Chris finally admitted the truth. He killed Shannon, then smothered Bella and Celeste.
Wow.
You were always a disappointment, kid.
Yeah, that's horrible. He loaded their bodies into his work truck and drove them to an oil field operated by Anadarko Petroleum, his employer. Yeah.
Sounds very malicious.
It's so fucking brutal. And
So-
it's so intimate to strangle your kids.
So, of course, he's not getting along with his wife, and, spousal murders happen for some reasons,
Crime of passion.
But he dug a grave for her, and then he threw them in oil tanks. He threw the kids in oil tanks, which seems like a way worse.
Just fucking dumped them like they're fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that they were alive during the trip?
I don't know. They
were dead?
Yeah, he smothered them before, and they were definitely dead. So they didn't drown in the oil.
Oh my God.
Yuck. Sad.
That is so wild. So it was like in the middle, it was in the interrogation room when he was being pressed, and then his dad came in, everyone left, and then he was like, I did it.
Yeah, they brought in the big guns when you bring in Papa Watts.
Yeah.
Papa Watts coming in.
Yeah, the investigators, they used drones and search teams to locate the disturbed ground and evidence at the site. They recovered Shannon's body wrapped in a bedsheet from the family's home.
Oh my God.
So that'll do it.
That'll do it.
And the girls were pulled from the oil tanks.
Well, thanks for the help, neighbor.
Yeah.
That was great, honestly. If I didn't know that he was trying to just be safe with him, it looked like he was trying to. It looked like they were going toe to toe a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they were debating. Where he was like, "Well, you never know what comes around." He's like, "No, we're gonna catch everything. We get everything that goes on." So yeah, but sometimes there's people in garages like, "No, there's actually nothing happening. I would know the movement.
So
I have it all."
That was a bug, not a truck, like one of the bugs. When it flies in front of the camera.
They're like, "No, that definitely wasn't it. That's a pretty clear HD."
And then that is me. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
It must have been immediately when he put his hands on his head. The neighbor was like, "Fuck this guy. We're gonna get him."
It really was. I mean, he just it's almost like he was saying "fuck." He might as well have said that.
Yeah. On November 6, 2018, Chris pleaded guilty to 9 counts. 5 counts of first-degree murder, 2 for each of the girls under Colorado law, 1 count of unlawful termination of a pregnancy, and 3 counts of tampering with a body. He was sentenced to 5 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Plus 84 more years.
Plus 84.
5 life terms, back to back to back to back to back. then 84.
Holy shit. Well, he's got a whole bunch of life cycles he's got to live
Yeah.
in there.
You can't even die, buddy.
No. And I can't imagine the prisoners in that wherever he is take it lightly what he did.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Killing children is like next level.
Children, a woman, your wife.
Your wife?
Your offspring.
Yeah.
People in prison have families, you know.
They do?
It's reported that Shannon's family actually urged prosecutors to take the death penalty off the table, sparing them the spectacle of a drawn-out trial, which we also saw during the Brian Kohberger trial.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And then that was about 50-50. Half the families were like, okay, and then the other half wanted to see him really wiggle in there.
Exactly.
Some parents didn't even show up.
I don't think that I would.
There's a lot.
I would. I'd be there every day. I'd jump over the table and
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely would. Yeah.
There's a couple of the kids, the victims' parents, they were like, no, we're moving on as a family. We're not going to any of the trials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think that I could. I really don't. I think because when you just sit there, first of all, it's boring. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You just sit there for hours, but it would just hurt so much.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know that I could put myself through it either.
Just breathing the same air as that person.
Yeah, just having them sit there all fucking creepy like.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Man.
But
So,
that's up to the victims.
It is. The Watts case, like all of these cases, became a study in performance. They all attempted to weaponize the camera, to use the media's reach as a shield, projecting an image of a worried husband, wife, mother, or father, while knowing all along that what they have done has occurred.
It's insane. I don't know how they could do that. I can barely lie about why I didn't do my homework.
Right.
Barely. And they're like, yeah, we can tell you're fucking lying. You don't have a dog. It didn't eat shit. Fuck.
At some point, maybe we'll cover it, but Scott Peterson, that's a good example of, because there's a lot of people who say he might be innocent.
Yeah. They're coming out with some new evidence about a van that had a burnt mattress inside of it.
I've not covered him at all. Have you covered him before?
No, we haven't.
At some point, we should do Scott Peterson.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that will take us to some final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
The easy way out is never the easy way out. It's actually a much more difficult way out. And all of these people were immensely lazy and very stupid. And they thought, point A to point B, I don't want to have kids. I'm going to kill them. It'll be the super easiest way to do it. And obviously it ruins not just their lives, but your life. So just take the harder road. Well, it's technically the easier in the long run, but deal with it like an adult.
Seriously.
Say, I want a divorce, or I can't take care of my children. I'm sorry. Here you go. You have to take care of them. Whatever it might be, do it.
Yeah.
That.
Listen, we give you permission to be a piece of shit. You can give up your parental rights and just go live your life.
Yeah.
Sure. Are people going to think you're an asshole? Yeah. But it's better than killing your fucking kids.
Yeah, you'll just be on Cabo drinking a margarita. I mean, it'll be fine. No one asks you too many questions in South Florida.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yeah, very true. Yeah, there's a ton of people that ditch their kids out there.
Like all of them. And the kids are very happy because of it.
Yes.
Like no child would be like, I was ditched by my mom, and well, maybe somewhat, but if they don't want you, that it's probably best you go someplace else.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, my final thought would be is if I had a choice, my mom was like, I'm sick of you. You want to like die or just like go away? I'm like, hey, I'm out. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Please. Never see me again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's really messed up. I think it's crazy. I think people are so dumb and simple-minded to think that they can create these elaborate plans that no one will see through. And they're putting themselves on television in front of multiple counties, in front of multiple cops, in front of multiple victims. And they're like, yeah, I can outsmart every single person.
Yeah.
And you can't. You never can.
And you can see all of these stories followed a very familiar pattern. That there's a monster out there. You guys got to find him. It ain't me.
Right.
So next time you see somebody on the news, I'm not saying you don't believe him right away, but you look for the fucking signs that we've told you here today.
Oh,
yeah. Was all of those things.
Yeah.
And anyone who just goes to the camera too much. I mean, again, I don't want to tell people how to grieve, but I would assume if I was like grieving, I wouldn't be like Inside Edition's calling. I'll do it for $5,000, especially when they start making money off it.
Oh God.
But anyway,
it's a whole thing. Well, thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Rate and review on Spotify, please. Again, go to patreon.com/diebud, okbudpod@gmail.com for the email. And we really appreciate growing and getting to know all of you. Yeah. Okay, everyone, love yourself, be yourself, hail yourself.
And until next week.
Don't go dying on us. Bye.
Bye.
You have just heard
a true Hollywood murder mystery.
I have never seen anything like this before.
The movies, Broadway, music, television, all of it.
A place that manufactures nightmares.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Good night. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon.